Welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to be cooking today. But before I start cooking, I wanted to go over a couple of things real quick. I got a lot of questions about how did you survive the flight coming back. What we did was we picked these seats right here on the plane. We had to go further back. We were one of the last ones to load, but we only had 2 seats. You know, if you're in coach, and on that flight going from, we had to lay over in Dallas. On that flight going from Dallas to San Diego, I'm telling you what, those seats 3 are crammed. You're crammed in there, you know what I mean? And we got those seats. And we had to pay extra for them, but we got them. So at any rate, it was great because we had extended leg space. We could stretch out our legs. We didn't have to like worry about somebody's elbow bumping into us or us sitting like this or whatever the case may be the whole flight. We were able to kind of just stretch out a little bit and relax. When we flew, Michael was sitting on my left, and he had his arm on the armrest, and just kind of like with the turbulence, not much, just a little jostling and stuff like that, I was real tender on my side over here where these incisions are. Anyway, we only had 45 minutes to get all the way across the DFW airport, and I don't know if you've ever been to the DFW airport, but that place is huge.
We were in A, we had to go to E. So we get out of A, we ride the train all the way around to E. And then we had to walk all the way across the E corridor, go downstairs, go upstairs, around the bend, and then down the hallway.
And we were finally at our gate, and they had already loaded. They were doing final boarding, really. We were the last 2 people on the plane. And I'm going to tell you what, if you've got a short layover time and you're doing this and you're going through the layovers and stuff like that, I recommend you check your bags. When we flew down, we had our carry-ons. We had like a 3-hour layover in Dallas, and we were like, we got our carry-ons, we got little travel size toiletries and stuff like that, so we don't have to worry about anything. Well, then on the way back, we had medications to carry. So we had bought the injectables. We had injections we had to take. One was for the blood thinner. And so Michael had to give me a shot every single night at 5 o'clock in my belly for the blood thinner, and I had to in turn do it to him. Then we had like these little things we had to take, and rumor has it if you just tell TSA you just had surgery and that's the medications you're required to take periodically, they'll do a little sample test to make sure it's not explosives, and they'll let you carry it on. But I didn't know that at the time, and I was just pretty much like, you know what, I don't want to take any chances. We got these injectables, we got these liquids. Yes, we got our medical records, but let's just put it in its all hard case carry-on, Michael's hard case carry-on, and just check the bag. So we put all of our dirty clothes in my suitcase, and we checked that bag too because we didn't need it. Anyway, we went across the street to the mall when we were in Mexico, and we bought a backpack. And then we just put our essentials in it, our passports, whatever like we needed immediately. A couple bottles. Well, when we got to the airport, we bought a couple bottles of water. So we had to put a couple bottles of water in there. I had my earphones so I can listen to my music and, you know, whatever during the flight. So we just put our basic essentials. It was a very light backpack. It probably had like 10 items in it, you know, plus our toiletries because I couldn't fit them. So I recommend, if you're when you fly back, if you have a short layover time, it made it so much easier to brush around the airport and just have a backpack. And Michael carried the backpack. So I didn't even have to do anything. I just had to keep up with Michael's long legs. It was great. That's one thing I wanted to clarify because I had been getting a lot of questions about that. Also, our first week post-op, we came back to the house, which was last week. This is week 2 post-op. Anyway, so we came back to the house, and literally all we drank all week long was water and broth. like chicken broth. So we went to the store and I literally bought like 10 of these chicken broths. Oh, and we actually found some that are organic and in a glass jar that tasted really good, low sodium. Michael loved those. I'm not a soup person, as I've said in a video prior. I'm not a soup person. So I just drank water. Really, honestly, that's all I did. I just drank water most of that week. Michael did the broth. I did the broth periodically. We did have some. These come from Mexico. They set us up with a little pack of these. This right here. This is actually real good, but it's just basically bouillon cubes. You know what I mean? That's what I think it is. It's in Spanish. But I tried to order some online because I really enjoyed these. And I was thinking, well, we could use these instead of buying these. These take up a lot less space on the truck if we're going to do in the crock pot or something. So I was trying to order them online, this particular, because these are very good flavored. But I couldn't find this particular brand online, but I found some substitutes. But you know what? I ain't gonna be doing this soup stuff much more longer. I don't think, maybe. We'll see. That was our first week. I looked it up. I think we were getting an average of 6 to 10 calories a day. Literally nothing. Nothing. It was all clear liquids for the first week. And you know what's really amazing is we were not hungry at all. We were strictly ketosis, strictly burning fat for energy. We went shopping. We did all kinds of stuff that week. We were in good energy. And we even started walking daily up and down the street. And, you know, doing all that stuff. And it was great. So we got through the first week. The second week is now all liquids. Now I wanted to show you guys. We have this app right here, right? This is the Berrytastic app. Anyway, that's what it looks like. So anyway, if you go up here and you see nutrition guidelines, if you go to post-op diet. So anyway, and then you can scroll through and it tells you post-op. So right now, I'm in phase 2, which is full liquids. If you can see that. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, so this one is basically everything you did pre-op is what you're going to do. Phase 2, post-op. So they recommend drinkable yogurts for breakfast, protein shake for lunch, sugar-free popsicle for dinner, protein shake for snack, broth for dinner, and then sugar-free jello. Well, I'll tell you what we've been doing, because I log the foods, because if you watch any of my old videos, you know I always have better success when I log the foods, right? Look at this. I'll show you. Okay, look at that. Literally 7 calories is what we were having. 2 protein. That's like an average day post-op. And we were not like lightheaded. We were not like, oh, I'm so hungry. We were actually just like totally satisfied. If we got hungry, we drink water. You know what I mean? Or had a broth. You know, it's pretty interesting the way the whole stomach thing works. And part of the deal is that when they cut your stomach apart, they cut out all the nerves. So it's going to take time for them to grow back. So while you're healing, you don't have any nerve endings saying, you know what I mean? So, at any rate, so that's pretty much what those days were like. And like, look, for breakfast, I had green tea. For lunch, sugar-free jello. For dinner, I skipped it. I had water. For snack, I just had water. That's all I was eating. That's the sustenance I was having. So anyway, now we are post-op, week 2, and like this morning, I made a protein smoothie. So what did we do? We did some strawberries. I did the strawberry and cream protein mix. Did some blueberries and coconut milk unsweetened. That was 167 calories for all of it. I found these little packages at the grocery store. All it is you add 2 cups of water, and then the soup packet, and then you get 1 egg and you just stir it in there. A raw egg, you beat it up, and then you stir it in there, and then it makes the little egg snot stuff floating around. It's pretty good. That's pretty much what it looks like when you pour it in your bowl. So, at any rate, it's really good. Michael loves egg drop soup, so it's a nice little savory thing. So that's all we had for lunch and breakfast, because right now it's 12:30. So, look where I'm standing at. Can you see that? 248 calories for the day, 28 protein, 16 carbs, 8 sugar. That's my day. The soup had like 10 carbs in it. That's where all my carbs come from, is the soup. Strawberries have 3 carbs, blueberries have 2 carbs, so, you know. And we're only doing like 2.5 strawberries, 5 blueberries, because, you know, we don't have a lot of room in our belly for everything. So in preparation to all of this, we went in Amazon and I bought this cooler right here. So I have this freezer right here. We got it for about 350 bucks on Amazon. Once you plug it in, the lights will blink. You hit the power button. You can go toggle between Econo or Max for the power. I have it set for 15 degrees. And you can go up and down with the temperatures. This is the inside. It's got a light. It's got a basket. You have this side over here where it just keeps it cool. And you got this side that actually freezes. So in here I've got some bananas. I made a bunch of butternut squash soup. I have all these containers. These are 8-ounce containers. I bought little labels to stick on the top. And and I filled it up. So the last couple of days I've been cooking soup. I have a couple more soups that I am going to be doing. I did pull some soups off of Pinterest, like the pea and ham, but instead of ham I used turkey bacon. And all I did was I took this saucepan right here. I opened up a pack of frozen peas, poured it in. I measured out 2 cups of broth, poured it in, turned it on, let it start boiling. I chopped up 8 ounces. I got my little food scale out and chopped up 8 ounces of turkey bacon, dropped it in, chopped up a little bit of onion, dropped it in. And then once it was boiling and everything was soft and pliable, so to speak, you know, I love this thing. This right here, I don't even know if they still make these. This right here is a Ninja. It's one of the first ones. This I bought about 20 years ago when I was back in my 20s making margaritas all the time. And now it has turned into my food puree. So, anyway, this right here is the machine. You plug it in and you just hold it. What's nice is this, it's got 2 blades in here. It goes right there. And so when it's blending, it kind of goes like this. You know what I mean? You can see when it's getting liquefied or pureed or whatever, it literally bounces like this. It's great. So anyway, it breaks up ice. It purees my food, whatever. So anyway, that's all you do. I got these cups right here. They're microwavable safe. They're dishwasher safe. They're like 50 in a box for like 20 bucks. So if they get nasty while they're on the road because I don't have chance to wipe it out or clean it out between meals or whatever, I can just throw it away, no big deal. So, and it comes with lids too, so real easy. It's the little deli things, you know, you see them. If you buy soup at the restaurant, take it to go, you know, that's what that is. So anyway. Until next time, toodles y'all.